I'm about 4.5 miles from the shelter from camp this morning on top of Firescald Knob, and wow, this is one of the best views in southern Appalachia, hands down. I love this place. Such a great trail, and what a great view. Oh, I love this. I was here about 1.5 years ago in the summer. It's a lot more snow now, but a lot slower getting up here, but well worth it. What a beautiful day on top of Firescald Knob. Woo! Mile 300 on the AT. Another milestone. This time, literally, it's a milestone. It's a mile marker made out of stones. Mile 300 on the AT. Wow. These are fun. Had lunch at Jerry's Cabin Shelter, a couple of us, and wondering Hoosier was there as well. So we had a nice little chat for lunch. So she's ahead of me now, and a couple other guys were around there too. We are kind of headed out at the same time, but none of us really hiking together. Such is the AT. It's nice. It's finally warmed up a little bit. Feels pretty good. I think it's probably in the mid 40s. So not too bad, especially when you're in the sun. I don't really have a plan today. I have a couple of places that I can camp. I've got a shelter that would put me around 15 miles for the day, or a few campsites just past that. I got a little later start because it was so cold. And I think it's gonna be pretty much the same tonight. So I might just aim for the shelter. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just walking out here on the AT. Here's the view from the summit of Big Butt. I did a section from Davenport Gap, I-40 to Uncle Johnny's was the plan, but I hurt myself coming out of Hot Springs, my Achilles, and I had to call that trip a little bit short. And this is where I called it. I went to the Laurel Hostel down the street and got a shuttle into town the next day. So I never did complete this section to Uncle Johnny's. And from here on out, at least for a while, this is all new trail to me. I'm excited. And it starts with a bridge. You gotta love bridges. Got camp all set up. Dinner's slowly working. I did about 18.8 today, so feel good. I'm camped right now, stealth site, just off the trail at mile 313.3, give or take. It's okay, no water. I've got very little water, so I actually scraped some snow off some of the trees here and filled my pot to do a little cooking. I'll be all right. There's a stream just a couple miles north in the morning, so I'll be all set there. I don't know what the weather's going to be tonight. I think it's going to be cold, so I'm prepared for that. And you just got to be prepared for everything. It was a beautiful day today. One of my favorite places is the Firescald Knob. I love that place. Just such beautiful, beautiful views. I don't have a bad view tonight either. I'm going to have a great sunset, I think. I want to have everything ready before the sun actually goes down. I want to be ready to get in bed. I want to try to get an early morning tomorrow, if it's possible. We had the daylight shift a couple days ago, and I think I'm just getting up later. So I need to get a little early start and take advantage of some of this sunshine. All right, that's going to be it for tonight. I will check in tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Good morning from the Appalachian Trail. It's another beautiful morning out here. Not as cold as it was yesterday. Although apparently we do have some cold weather coming in, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to enjoy today. I just texted with Bear Hang this morning, and he is about 18 miles ahead of me. So just as I figured, he's about one day ahead. I hope to catch up sometime. But he's not one to slow down or take zeros. So it's gonna be tough, but I'm just gonna be out here walking. I've got a couple of climbs today. I've got Little Bald coming up first and then onto Big Bald. That's gonna be the big climb of the day, and of course that's gonna be later in the afternoon. But it seems like that's always the case. It's either first thing in the morning or towards the end of the day when you're plenty tired. I had a great night's sleep and I'm looking forward to today. So I'm gonna get to it. All right, it's 0.1 to the shelter and another 0.1 to water. But normally I wouldn't do it, but I need the water. I used all my water last night, so I've been hiking all morning with no water, and I am parched, to say the least. I'm gonna sit here and probably drink a gallon of water. All right, I see the shelter. So about that far to the water source. Woo! I can't wait. Just finished up at the Hogback Ridge shelter. Nice little shelter, a whole lot of tent sites. Kind of a trek to the water, but I got some. I'm all stocked up. And now it's on to High Rock. 0.7 miles, and then it's on to Sam's Gap. Whew, I hope there's a trash can there. Well, I made it up to High Rock, but I'm not gonna take the short spur trail to the overlook. But I can see pretty nice views from here. So now it's just down, I think 1.8 down to Sam's Gap. Well, no trash cans at Sam's Gap. And it's been a tough climb coming up out of Sam's Gap. But I just passed a trail worker and thanked him for his service. And he basically explained what's going on here. I'm going up, plateau a little bit, then up, then plateau a little bit, then up. And then I'll hit a meadow. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm gonna take a break and get out of some layers. It's starting to warm up, and if I'm going uphill, I'm not gonna need all this.
The house is 32 degrees. It's literally freezing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we had this nice day for hiking.
Just had another great encounter with a family from North Carolina and Iowa, I think. A whole slew of them. But they scooched over and let me sit down. And not only that, but offered me food. I got some more clementines. Love those on trail. And also some chocolate from them. So thank you if they're watching. I appreciate it. Some more trail magic out here on the AT. Gotta love this AT community. I've said it before, I'll say it again. So thanks to everybody watching. Thanks to everybody out here. We're all part of this community. We're all in this together. Now, on to Big Bald. Up, up, up. Just up here enjoying the view on top of Big Bald. Just spectacular, spectacular views. Really, I can't say enough. Wow. In case you were wondering, I'm really, really enjoying the AT. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Coming into camp for the night. It's going to be at Whistling Gap. It's a unofficial tent site, and it says it's got room for about 5 or 6 tents. So I'm hoping that there's plenty of room for me. Plenty of room. Not a single person. All right, water's that way. Time to get camp set up. Find a good place. I've got the tent all set up. But I have to do a few other chores, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of that while dinner is soaking. And tonight I've got a pretty fancy dinner. I've got a freeze-dried meal, the beef stroganoff. I've got a lemon zinger tea. When that gets a little closer, I'll get that ready. But most important for tonight, dinner, my tea, and dessert. And it's always important to have alternate desserts or additional desserts. Dinner was great. I tend to have good luck with the beef stroganoff from different varieties, but yeah, that was one of the best meals I've had in a while. Did 17 today. Ended up here at Whistling Gap tent site. It was a nice day. Great views, of course, on top of Big Bald. It was a tough climb up there, really a tough climb down because it was so muddy. That was the theme for the later day. Mud everywhere, and it was kind of tricky navigating. Made it very treacherous, especially actually on the downhills. So yeah, we'll see if that continues tomorrow. I don't know. Kind of came out of nowhere today. It was just basically around Big Bald. But a beautiful day, another great day out here on the AT. Like I said, 17 miles. I think I'm finding a nice rhythm, even with the time change. I'm getting in about 17 or 18 miles, seems to be just kind of where I am. And that's fine. Actually, more like 17 to 19, I guess, kind of right in that range, just under 20. So I'm comfortable with that. I feel really good. I do some light stretching when I get to camp, but I feel great when I wake up. So yeah, I think that's working. I'm going to keep with that. And you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I think that's about it for tonight. I'm just kind of rambling. My head's kind of blank. It was a long day. I met a lot of great people, got some great trail magic. Once again, just love the AT community. But that's going to be all for tonight. I am going to get some sleep and do this whole thing all over again. I've got High Rocks, which is a scenic thing about a half a mile from here. That'll be the first thing in the morning, but it's a side trail and apparently it's not that scenic. So probably not going to take that. I think it is going to rain tomorrow at some point. So I'm going to look into that tonight and try to plan my day accordingly. That's it for today out here on the AT. Again, thanks for joining. And I've got some inclement weather coming up and I've got some big decisions I need to make. Find out what I want to do because it is going to be cold and probably too cold for me to be out. So I got to figure that out. That's all for now on the AT. Have a good night. Thank you.